Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Go, you drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip.
Chocolate Fuzz says, you say sometimes watching the old DSP makes you cringe, and it was all toilet humor, etc. Actually, that's not what I say. I say it was all sexual humor, racial humor, and things that, by today's standards, is pretty unacceptable. For me personally, I'm almost 30. I still watch your early playthroughs and I crack up. There's something about early DSP I feel was like lightning in a bottle. I honestly sometimes miss that, and I love the way you are now, but I don't think the older stuff was bad. I love it dearly. Again, I agree with you, but the thing is you have to change with the times. You have to. You have to read the room, change with the times, and roll with the punches. If I were today the same person I was 10, 15 years ago, number one, everyone would say, you know, you never changed, you never evolved, and therefore your shtick is up, you're a dinosaur, you're not entertaining anymore. That'd be number one. Number two, I'd be canceled immediately and banned. Like the stuff that I used to say and do back on YouTube 10, 15 years ago, today likely would not even be allowed on this site. They wouldn't allow it. They'd say, oh, it's too insensitive and stuff. Even though, you got to remember, back in the day, there were no guidelines like that whatsoever, right? Unless you were outright being actually purposefully racist or sexist, you know, humor was allowed. Any kind of joking nature was allowed. And the fact that, you know, I told everyone back then, I was an equal opportunity offender. Meaning, hey, you can offend me in my own race. You can make fun of white people. You can make, I'm mostly Italian. Make fun of the Italian heritage. I don't care. I'll laugh with it and I'll roll with those punches. But also, you know, everyone else is equal opportunity as well. Everyone could get razzed, basically, in my content. Everyone's gonna get it. Everyone did really get it at some point. No one was immune to it. You know what I'm saying? And back then, no one took offense. The height of my popularity was when I was the most offensive. That's the truth. At the height of my popularity was when I was the most offensive. And then, you know, over the years, everyone yelled at me, oh, you're too offensive. You got to dial it down. You got to realize that things are changing with culture and everything. You got to change. All right, fine. I will evolve as a person. And now I look back and I do cringe. I look at that stuff and I'm like, it's hard for me to do like a react of my older playthroughs because I know like 40% of the time I'm going to be making a sexual comment about a woman, which is like so stupidly immature. I'm going to be talking about someone's race, all the, you know, the accents I used to do constantly and make fun of them and stuff, you know. You know, that's life though, is that things change over time. And you know what? I'll say this as well. I will say this as well. All right, in life, and I know this now because I'm old enough to know this at 40 years old, there is a pendulum. And that pendulum swings back and forth, my friends. It goes like this, okay? And sometimes it's in the middle, and sometimes it's all the way to one way, and sometimes it's all the way to the other way. It's human culture. That culture evolves and changes and then goes in this cycle of back and forth and back and forth, all right? Just because things are a certain way 10 years ago doesn't mean things will be the same way today. Doesn't mean they'll be the same way in another 10 years. Things definitely change over time. And the most extreme swings happen when it swings so extremely to the other side as well. Right now, we are absolutely in an extreme swing situation where all of media companies, entertainment companies seem to all want to be going towards one way. And you guys know I'm not political, and I'm not going to I'm not criticizing anything. I'm just telling you like it is right now, okay? That's 1,000,000% the truth. Because you look at some of the stuff that's being made and produced out there, like, what is this content? Who is it for exactly, right? With the stuff that they're doing. You know, why are we taking every pop culture notable figure and rebranding them as a different gender or a different race or a different stance or whatever it may be? Why are we doing that, right? There's obviously something going on here, right? And that's the way that everything is swinging. And you could agree with it or disagree with it, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. That's your ability as a human to say, I really like that, or man, I really hate that, okay? Me, you guys know me. I'm kind of in the middle of everything, and I almost feel like I'm an outside observer because I don't think that the extremes either way are correct, okay? But I see, you know, 10 plus years ago on YouTube, things were very much one way. Then all of a sudden, the culture of the world decided to change, and now we're all the way the other way, And now you've got, because what's funny is, can I really be honest now? Because now you're going to like this one. I'm sorry, but I feel that the vast majority of people that people find entertaining today are bland. They're boring. They are talking heads being paid to give you an opinion on something. They are not people being honest with you. They are paid advertisements. Those are the popular people today. But they're boring. They're like dry toast. Right? These aren't people who are interesting, but yet they're the top people. How do these people have millions of subscribers on YouTube, tens of thousands of viewers on Twitch? You watch their content, it puts you right to sleep. But that's who's on top, and they stay on top. Why do you think they stay on top? Right? Why do you think they get the promotion? They get all the opportunities. They're getting all the money. Take a wild guess, because that's, again, it's the way that culture shifts, all right? But that might not last forever. In fact, I will guarantee you it won't last forever. It's going to shift again. That's how culture goes. It goes back and forth, then back and forth. So right now we're all the way over here, and then eventually we're going to go all the way back here, and then sometimes we'll be in the middle. And that's when you got to kind of read the room and understand what's going on, okay? All right, so, you know, you watch who you watch, you like who you like, but when I look at all the content out there that's to be chosen, and you're like, you know, 10 years ago, DSP was one guy. Yeah, because back then, you had to read the room. People wanted the risque, extreme content. My viewership back then was a lot of teenagers. So, doing the stupid sexualized commentary and that constant kind of joke, that's what got me popular, all right? Then over time, things change. You got to adjust. You got to change. It just so happens I became the whipping boy of the internet with This Is How You Don't Play. If This Is How You Don't Play never happened, I would be in a much bigger, better position than I am. Being that I'm a 15-year content creator, I'd probably be very large. I guarantee you I'd have 1 million subs. If This Is How You Don't Play never happened, I'd be a 1 million sub YouTuber right now. But that movement destroyed any kind of popularity that was towards me. And it made it okay to hurt me. That literally is justified attack, justified harassment, justified bullying, because people on the internet made it a meme to do it, you see? And, you know, then you look at the content today. Well, this is what you get. When you take people who are genuine and you take people that did it for passion, and you instead take the most cookie cutter, bland, cardboard, boring, dry toast, you know, you're going to get the most crappy content, but it's all ads. Enjoy your ads. I warned people about this 10 years ago. I absolutely did. I warned people about this a decade ago. I said, this will happen, you know, no matter what. But people didn't listen. They did not listen. Instead, oh, let's keep going with the hype and we'll destroy these people and we'll let these people become prominent. And this is, you know, and hey, the biggest shills, the biggest sellouts will be the ones, because they're the ones who will always do what they're told, right? The people who are kissing WWE's butt right now with this game. Of course. Why do you think they're all saying positive things about it? And then in another week or two when the game comes out, all the truth negative reviews will come out. That's what happens, you know? But that's life. Me 10 years ago, was it good for the time? Yes. Is it good for me now? No. I wouldn't even do that now. Even if that was popular today, I wouldn't be like that. That's not me anymore. I mean, every once in a while, is it okay to shove in a little risque joke or whatever? Yes, that's okay for variety purposes. But I'm very much not that immature-minded guy anymore. I'm just not. I don't think that way anymore. In the last 10, 15 years of my life, I've changed and matured as a person. 40-year-old DSP doesn't think the same way as 27-year-old DSP when he's playing a game. You understand?
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.